Hi, my name is Tom and welcome at Expivi. I'm going to be your instructor for today, and if you have any questions at the end of the video, please ask us. We are happy to help. You can find our information right here. Hello everyone and welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to add furniture to Expivi. Starting from the 3D program, I'm going to show you what you have to do to create all the correct material groups. I'm also going to show you how to turn off and on certain options and some extra stuff to create the best possible looking configurator. I'm going to start with material groups. I want all the sides, the back, all the main cushions. I want them in the same material group so that I can change them inside of Expivi with the same material group. So I'm going to create an empty node, so a dummy object. I'm going to center this one in the world, and I'm going to call it mat underscore material. That's the name, underscore E to end it. And inside of this node, I'm going to put all the objects that I want to change. So it's going to be the couch itself, the cushions, drag them in. So I can also put in the ones of the ottoman, but I want to change this one to be able to turn it off and on. I can also add the pillows of the ottoman. In this case, select that one in the outliner, also the cushion. This couch also has some buttons. I want those also inside of my material. Also those from the couch. So those will also change with the fabric of the couch. The frames, I want to have their own material group. So create another dummy. Also center it in the world. And I'm going to call this mat underscore and then frame underscore E to end it. And then select my frame, drag it in. Also select the frame of the ottoman, drag that one in. Now I already have two material groups to start with. I want to create a third material group for the cushions so that I can change these separately from the couch, that we can have different color of materials from the couch to the cushions. So one last material group, again a dummy, center it, rename it to mat underscore cushions underscore E, enter, and drag the pillows inside of it. What I'm left with are the feet of the ottoman, but those aren't going to change. Those are going to stay black, so these can stay. And I am left with the AO plane that also just gets one material node group. Some stuff we have to check before exporting it and putting it into Expivi are the UVs. So if I go to my UV modifier, the unwrap, and I open it up, I can see that everything is laid out and everything is scaled properly. So I prepared this beforehand. If you see that your fabric isn't scaling properly, you can go back to your 3D program, edit your UVs, and scale them according to your fabric. In this case, I had to scale up the UVs to match the fabric. Another thing we have to check is that all the different components that get different materials actually have different materials. So if I open up my material editor, I have 4 different materials. I have one for the AO plane, I have one for the fabric of the couch, I have one for the metals of the frame, and I have one for the pillows. One more thing we want to do is to render a shadow on our AO plane. So in 3ds Max you can go to rendering and then say render to texture. But this can be different for your program, what you are using. Just you can render a lighting map that will create a baked shadow underneath your couch that we are going to use inside of Expivi. These are all the things we have to do before exporting to Expivi. So when you're done with your material groups, or if you want to add some more features, you can add questions. Do that also beforehand. Make sure you have your objects properly UV'd. Also make sure you have the correct materials assigned, and then you can start to export it to a FBX file format. And save it. You can then upload that FBX into your Expivi backend, and we will continue on from then to show you some more tips and tricks for furniture. One extra thing you can do for furniture to enhance the visuals is to render AO maps or ambient occlusion maps for your couch self or any other furniture object. So make sure you have a second UV channel that has all the objects inside. Make sure they fit inside of your UV space from 1 to 1. And then you can render a AO map. I can show you my second UV channel, how this works. So if I open up my UV editor, my first map looks like this. So everything's spread out, correctly sized. If I switch to my second channel, you can see that these cushions are spaced correctly inside of the 1-to-1 channel, and the empty spaces are for the other objects that are also inside of that. So if you would render a AO map, it would all fit in this 1-to-1 space. Make sure you render the AO map in the second channel, because Expivi will use the second UV channel for its AO. Thank you for following along in this lesson, and I hope to see you in the next one.